Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome back to this massive tier list we made last week. Last time, if you remember, my headset had a pretty big problem. Like, I couldn't get any audio at all. So I just got my new headset this morning, and I'm super glad because it's working super well. Like the sound is even better than with the previous one. So I'm super happy to be able to be back on stream now. But you might notice if that like the mic might be a bit different too. So please tell me if you can hear me well. Or if this is too different, and I might change the settings if something's wrong, but probably after the stream because I didn't get the time to prepare prepare it all. It was maybe a bit too much for me today. Anyway, I fought Orange Espinasse. He has a nuke. Yes, this is the whole gimmick of the beasts. It's like nukes all the time, and they did pretty good job in Sunbreak because it doesn't spam it too much, but like in Frontier, it just literally only does that or charging moves like spinning, charging, spamming fireballs. It's so annoying, and that's why he's in C tier after all. Because like this beast is just way too annoying in Frontier. And now, if we're here today, it's to finish the tier list we started last week because we still have all the frontier monsters to rank. So we have four full lines plus three little monsters. We will stop there because afterwards it's all the monsters from Monster Hunter Online and Monster Hunter Explore, which I haven't played at all. And um, since I haven't played the game, I don't feel like I can rank those monsters yet. But maybe if I can play those games at some point, maybe I'll update the tier list. But for now, we'll stick with all the exclusive monsters from Monster Hunter Frontier. And let's not waste any more time and just start. So last time we stopped with all the monsters from Frontier that were now in the main line. So we've got Espinas in S tier, Brown Espinas in C tier, uh, Hypnocatrice also in C tier, and finally Lavazios in E tier. And since we already have ranked two species of Espinas, we will start with the two other ones. So first we have the white Espinas, which is quite a good fight compared to what brown Espinas is. So like white Espinas is basically um, more more fire, less poison compared to brown Espinas. And the main thing about it is the his ultimate move where it just flies, throws a fireball, and there's like this massive fire that starts and spins around. And if you go into the fire, you obviously get burned and poison at the same time, and so your life drains constantly, very fast. But this is also a huge opportunity to attack the monster. And I actually really like this fight a lot more than Brown Espinas. So it might not be a S tier, because that might be a bit too high for this beast. But I think a strong A tier could suit him pretty well. Just we just need to find the right place. I think something probably low, but not too low. I think, yeah, like right behind Glavenus, but right above Garangol. I think it's a pretty good beginning. Okay, and then we have Zenith Espinas, which is a lot more annoying. It's probably the most annoying of them all simply because of the Zenith poison. And if you don't know what this is basically a very strong poison that will increase with the difficulty of the Zenith. So basically, Z1 is like violent poison, um, but Z4 basically drains your life so fast you will have like to consume at least 5 mega potion if you want to out heal the poison. And also, it might drain your life so fast you don't even have the time to sheathe your weapon and heal. And on top of that, you can only heal from uh, Zenith Poison with the anti-venom, which is dropped by the monster itself every time it flinches. So it is very difficult to fight such a monster, and just for that, usually it's quite annoying. Also, it has a lot of moves that can stun lock you. So this is not the funniest fight, and definitely not the funniest Zenith, but it's still far from being the worst. So I would probably say eh, probably something like D tier, like around probably yeah, probably something around here. I think it's fine. I think it's a good place for him because it's not the worst fight, but it's definitely not the best, and definitely the worst Espinas of them all. Then we have Abyorugu, which is basically a prototype of a mix between Deviljho and Glavnus, and maybe a bit of Anjanas as well. Not so sure about that last part, but definitely a good mix between Deviljho and Glavenus. So of course, it will go between them. I think this is the best place. Does your previous microphone still work? Yes, my previous microphone still work, but it is attached to the headset, and because my headset, oh, because I can hear you better through that one. Oh, okay. I- Is it like the sound quality isn't good enough, or is it like the volume that is wrong? Please let me say. Let Please tell me. Oh, also, I might spot some music on the side. That might be better for the whole ambience and everything. I completely forgot about it. But yeah, I can't use my previous microphone, sadly, because it is attached to the headset, and the headset doesn't work anymore. So I don't have any choice. But I might be able to work on the settings later on. Hey Paul, what's up? I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing great. Thank you. Um, I'm. I just got, like I said, my new headset, so it's doing very well. And we just started doing the Frontier tier list. We ranked White Espinas in eight. Wait, where was it again? I already forgot. White I tier, probably A tier or B tier or something. And we ranked Zenith Espinas in D tier. And we also ranked Abyorugu between Glavenus and Deviljho, since it's basically a mix of the two. And okay, so next we have Gyaorugu, which is the ice Abyorugu. Sometimes it just muffles your voice. Okay, I'm sorry about it then. I probably can't fix it now on live. I'll make sure to fix it by the time of the next stream. But I'm sorry, we will have to do with this for now. I'm sorry, I didn't have the time today to properly make sure my mic is working properly. Uh, I'll try to speak a bit louder, so maybe it muffles my voice less. Oh shit. I'm so sorry about it. I hope it isn't too annoying, or is it like really unbearable and you can't understand me at all? Please tell me. Uh, okay, while waiting for your answer, I will rank Gyaorugu. So I think it's better than the Abyorugu because it has its could be a software thing to avoid migraine houses. We understand you though. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have some filters on my mic on OBS, so I might need to adjust them for the mic. So yeah, I'll check that after stream. Thank you for for telling me. So as I was saying, Gyaorugu is very fun, a lot funnier than Abyorugu because it has its ice armor on the tail. And could I use that outside voice? Yes, definitely. And I think just because of this mechanic, I could rank him a bit higher in the tier. I wouldn't say S tier. Uh, yes, that might be a bit too high, but I could definitely say it's funnier than fighting like Astalos or something. I probably put it right there. And then we have the Zenith Gyaorugu, which is basically the same as the regular species, but with a lot more ice. So it can also, like for example, spit ice on the ground and make this huge dome of ice that just dies, and that just freeze you to death if you stay in there. But if you manage to stop him, like you can have such a massive opportunity of damage for it. So I think it's one of the best Zenith actually. I'll probably rank him like just a bit higher. I generally thought your previous mic was one of the really expensive microphones, like the Blue Yeti, because it generally sounds so good. Yeah, no, it was just a good headset. I used to have the HyperX Cloud 3, I think. And I agree that the mic was really good. Uh, but sadly, I can't use it anymore, like I said. And now I have my new headset is the HyperX Cloud Alpha S. Okay, so it's almost the same thing, just it has a better sound and it's supposed to have a better mic. So probably with the adjusting filters later on, it will be even better. I just need some time. Please forgive me for this. Okay. Oh, the next family. Oh, this one will be bad. Okay, I'll start with Akura Vashimu, which is a crystal Scorpio, um, which in the design is good, I would say. I really like the design because we don't have any Scorpio in the main line, but like the crystallization blight or status, I should say, is probably one of the worst at all, because this is basically blast blight, blast status, where uh, you have to do some inputs, or else you will explode and have a lot of damage. But at the same time, it drains your stamina all the way down, like your max stamina. So you can't roll, uh, enough to get rid of it. And also, it is so annoying to cut Akira's Veshimu's tail, because you have to break both his pins and his head twice uh, before being able to cut his tail. And this is so difficult to do in a hunt, because it usually dies first. I see your Rataloth hate still runs deep. Yeah, well, I started with those in the previous stream, and I said that Ryzen Sunbreak Rathalos was actually fine, and I think it's somewhere in B tier. Like, it's right there. But for all the subspecies or deviants that didn't got the Rise treatment, I think they are quite annoying. So yeah, they are quite low in the ranks. But Silver Rathalos is actually even in A tier, so I don't hate Rathalos as much as I used to, but it's still strong. And yes, Behemoth is also C rank, mostly because the extreme version was really annoying to do. But like, otherwise the fight is okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's just way too difficult for a single player in World now. And yeah, it was maybe a bit too unfair, I think. Okay, but back to Akura Vashimu. I think this one should probably go somewhere around, I would say D tier too, yeah. Because it's not the worst, but it's far from being the best once again. It's still more interesting than Gypsyros. So next we have its subspecies, Akurajibia, which is basically the same monster as Akuravashimu, but with more moves. Like, it can throw the tip of his tail in the air and then shoot it down to make a crystal rain, which is looking super cool, but is also just as annoying as the regular species. So I'd probably rank it a bit higher, but yeah, actually, Zenith Espinas is worse. So yeah, okay. My man, just for the fact it's a crossover monster, it deserves to be A rank. Plus, seeing how faithful it was to the original material, I'll put in S. Yes, but I rank it as a Monster Hunter monster, not as a Final Fantasy monster. I agree, it was very good crossover. Like, the update was amazing with the story going on with the ethereal crystal, or I don't remember the proper name, but like, the crossover was really good actually, but the fight by itself is far from being perfect. There's a lot of things they could have improved for the fight, I think, especially for people who don't really want to play in multiplayer or can't, especially now that the game is dead. So yeah, okay. Now we have Zenith Akura Vashimu, and this one will go right in F tier. Probably around here, because like, this beast is so annoying. So this is Akura Vashimu, so already quite a low tier monster. But on top of that, on top of all the crystallization and everything, it also has the Zenith paralysis status that, first of all, paralyze you, of course, for much longer than regular paralysis. But on top of that, it once you get up, you can still be flinched at random times. Like you have no way to tell when it will happen, and it just breaks your combo. No matter what you're trying to do, you can try to attack, heal, sharpen. No matter what, you will just be cancelled, and this is so frustrating. Even though the fight isn't too bad, um, like it is just way too annoying to be higher than in F tier. I'm not making Furious Raging Armor my favorite monster armor because I need Wrath Gleam, and that is dropped by the Gold and Silver Wrath. Generally, both suck. It's so hard to fight. Depends on the game. It depends on the game. Like on Frontier uh, and fifth gen in general, it's okay. But like in third and fourth gen, it's absolutely garbage. Won't bust the subject any further in stream, but know that I will have more to say about that behemoth ranking. It's fine. Also, is it me or something lagging the stream? Oh, is the stream lagging? Oh no. I hope the stream is not lagging. Because, like, I'm supposed to have a pretty good internet connection, so it shouldn't be lagging. Okay, this is stressful for me now. Between like the mic issues and now you say something is lagging the stream. Everything seems to be going for the worse, it seems. Okay, like I have a lot of lag on my PC right now, not gonna lie. Oh, so it might be an issue on your PC then, not on mine. Okay, good. That's such a relief. Okay, I haven't noticed anything, but then again, I'm only side glancing. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Okay, next we have Anoru Patisu, which is the land shark. So this is a flying wyvern that looks like a soul shark and lives in the ice. And this fight is fun, actually. I usually don't really like the flying wyvern type, especially like in all the games. Like I said, like everything that's looks like Rathalos, usually I hate it pretty much. But Anoru Patisu is very unique for its kind, for flying wyvern. I really like it, and I hope it will come back in a future mainline game at some point. And I think I will rank it probably not A tier, but like strong B tier. Probably something like around, yeah, probably right there, right behind Sergio's. I think it's a good place. Maybe a me problem. Yeah, okay. And then we have Zenith Anoru Patisu, which is basically the same, but it digs a lot more in the ice, and it digs a lot more. It does a lot more tremor and a lot more ice attacks, but it's still very fun to do, very fun to hunt, not too difficult. So yeah, I think it's still enjoyable and quite a good fight, actually. Like the previous stream didn't lag my PC at all. I don't know, maybe if you're doing something else on the side, maybe it can lag your PC. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this side, and I don't really want to dig any further. Doesn't seem to be lagging on my end. So, okay, it's not supposed to lag. Like I have a good internet connection. Everything should be fine, and YouTube doesn't tell me that my connection is lower than it should be. Like my connection for YouTube is good. Okay. Oh, okay. Next we have Baruragaru, so the leech monster, which has a super long tongue that it can use on either you, on or the drones like Velocidrome, Gendrome, or Eudrome, to drink their blood. And depending on what type of blood it will drink, it will gain the status of said blood. So, like for example, if it drinks a Gendrome's blood, it will gain the ability to do some paralysis. And I think this is probably the greatest Monster Hunter Frontier monster of them all. Like the design is so cool, not too much, still um, I still think it could be added in the main line, and like its gimmick is just so much fun. This will definitely be a strong S tier, probably right above Espinas, I would say, because this is so fun. And then we have once again its Zenith version, which is fine. Probably a bit annoying because like the part you have to destroy on this beast is the tongue, which is super difficult to break because it has to be like starving for it to let out its tongue. Otherwise, you can hit his head as much as you want. It won't deal any damage to the tongue. And its blood status is actually so much deadlier as a Zenith. And also, like, the water blight can be quite annoying. Not too difficult to deal with, but still annoying. So I'll probably rank it, like, right next to Anono Patisu. Probably, like, just a bit higher, because it's still a fun fight, but not the greatest to grind. Like, I don't really like to grind this beast. I just like to do it for fun, or like from time to time. But that's it. Okay, next we have all Raviantes. Oh, those one are good. Those one are really, really good. So, basically, Raviante and Violent Raviante are the same. It's just that Raviante is for low rank only, and Violent Raviante is for high rank, whereas Berserk Raviante is for G rank. Like, those two are the same. The only thing that changes between them is basically the color. So they will be ranked next to each other. Those are really great fights. The fact that you have to be like 20 to 30 people to take them down in an hour. This is so cool. This is probably one of the reasons I like Frontier the most. And the only negative part about the Raviante is that the weapons and armor need so much grind to be efficient, and that you have to do it way too many times, and it can become very much, way too much repetitive, way too repetitive for my taste. But doing one from time to time, like especially on the rain server, where you can just do like one with the whole server event once every 2 weeks, and I think it's good enough and way too much fun. So this will be a strong A tier, that's for sure. Probably around. Let's see. Probably around here, like between Astalos and Gammoth. Do you have any pets? No, not yet, sadly. I'll probably have a cat at some point, but now is not a good time for it. So for now, I'm living all by myself, all alone. But one day I will have a cat, that's for sure. Okay, and next we have Berserk Raviante, and this one will definitely be S tier, because this fight is way too intense, way too epic to do. I'll probably rank it right there, like a low S tier, because it takes so much time to make it to kill it. Even like with the multiplayers, if you do it in solo and deal as much damage as like 30 people, it still takes a lot of time. I remember from my video, because I did it on Christmas, for Christmas, it took me like an hour and a half to kill one of them. He's a cat man. Beep boop. Bap bap doop. Yeah, I'm a cat man. I don't really like dogs. I'm mostly scared of dogs, actually. So cats are the way to go for me. Okay, next we have Beruk. Beruk is fine. I really like the design where it has its huge whips on the wings that it can use to hit you from far away. If it's a black cat, in my opinion, it should be named Nagakuga. No, it will probably be like a beige cat that I will probably name Neko, just like my Palico actually, because I'm not very original. And if it's a black cat, I will call it Choupette, just like my other Palico. So, about Beruk, I think the fight is good. This is a really original monster. It's a really good fight, a good use of the thunder element, and not too difficult to deal with. So it will probably be something around B tier, I would say, something right there, because it's a good fight, but it's also a very forgettable one, because there are similar monsters that are way better or way worse. Like Zenaserisu or Doragyorosu. But Beruk is actually very forgettable, sadly. Okay, then we have Bogabadorumu. Probably my favorite Zenith of them all. I really love the design. I love all the exploding stuff. I mean, like, Brachydios is literally the greatest monster in this tier list, so of course I will really like all the explosions. I think it's cool that it's a monster that is as strong as a Zenith by itself, and that is also able to deal every kind of Zenith tremor, like the regular tremor, the wind pressure. No, it can't do any wind pressure, I think. Like, it can also scream. Like, it can do... it can do Zenith screams. So it's really a fun fight, not too difficult. I know I can do the Z4 all by myself, and it will probably be something right there, like right above Safijiva, because it's always a pleasure to beat it. Especially like in the hunting road, when you're always scared of what kind of Zenith you can find, and then you see this one and you're like, okay, it's over, it's done. For him, at least. Like, it's good for me. Okay, you're having such a love for explosions. Does that mean Megumin's your favorite anime character? Should I be calling the FBI? No, she's not my favorite character, because first of all, she's way too young. Or at least I can appreciate like a child character, but like not in a romantic manner. Like, not as a waifu, for example. Like, yeah, Megumin is cool, but like Darkness is so much better. Anyway, next one is Diorex. So basically, this is a thunder Tigrex that can magnetize rocks all over its body to make itself an armor, like almost impenetrable. And you have to break his armor first in order to deal proper damage to the beast. And it is so much fun, like it can create rocks that it will use as a propeller to jump on you. I just wish this monster had a bit more HP, because it usually dies way too fast in endgame. But this is probably the best version of Tigrex. So I'll probably put it somewhere here. Yes, this is a really good fight. Okay, next we have Disufiroa, which is basically... Wait a minute. What was that about Darkness? Well, I mean, Darkness is cute, and she's a masochist, so... What's wrong about that? I mean, I'm all for it. Definitely. I don't know. I think in Konosuba, this is just the best waifu, but that's it. Like, if so, is by any chance your favorite villain Kira Yoshikage? Oh no! Oh no! You got me on this one. Yes, definitely. I have some merch, some Killer Queen merch. I have a shirt with the Killer Queen face. I have a sticker on my laptop about Killer Queen. And also, you probably noticed, but my Bomber Prowler in GU is called Killer Queen. Just because of the explosions. So yes, I really love Kira. Okay. So, about Disufiroa. This one is basically Alatrion, but only using ice and fire, but like way more and way better than Alatrion. The fight is super impressive. Like the seconds the fight starts, you're already submerged with like stalagmites growing from the ground and fireballs going at you. Like, you can die like second 2 or 3 if you're not careful and if you're not dodging. This is really a very impressive fight, and the fact that you cannot literally kill the monster. The monster just kills itself by losing control over its elements. And how to completely derail the stream subject. Yeah, definitely. It's fine. Maybe I'll do a waifu tier list at some point. I don't know. Like, yeah, the Disufiroa will actually kill himself by losing the control over its own element and freeze himself to death. And with the Shiden version of the monster, so like basically the very hard, the hardcore Disufiroa, it can even come back from the dead, like from pure anger. It is so angry at you that it refuses to die and offers himself a third phase just to beat your ass even more. And I think it's so cool. So I'll probably put him in A tier, because I really like the fight, even if it's a very difficult one. I think right there should be a great place. Just a very stupid question. If you ever get sent to the Monster Hunter universe, what would you do? I don't know. I probably won't be a hunter, because I would be too afraid to die. And I'm not really into sport, but I would probably love to study the monster's behavior. So I'd probably be a researcher or something, I guess. It would be a lot less risky than hunting monsters directly on the field. Okay, next we have Dora Gyurusu. So if Beruk was a really good fight, Dora, his subspecies, is one of the worst monsters of Frontier. I think this one will definitely be in F tier. I just remembered about the Supreme Dora Gyurusu that I had to fight in solo for HR 6 in Frontier, and this beast was so tough. Like, it eats just way too hard and has way too much HP. Like, HR 6 is way too unfair in Frontier. This is incredible. And I hate this monster. This is trash. And the Zenith is a bit better because it's less annoying, and as long as you can come prepared to the fight, it's fine. And what I mean by that is have a good dragon resistance, because otherwise this is probably the worst fight of them all, because Zenith Dragon Blight basically prevents you to heal. You cannot use any potion, you cannot use any life dust, you cannot use the skill Vampirism to heal you. There's absolutely no way, and if you're not prepared, this fight will be deadly. But if you have a good dragon res, it's fine. It's not the best, but it's far better than the original version. So I'll probably put it like next to Zenith Espinas. I'll be good. Also, are you familiar with the lore of Monster Hunter? Because as far as I know, Hunter have special genes, and for that reason they are powerful enough to lift such heavy weapon. So some says that hunters have different genes. Some says that this is just a massive amount of training. I remember in the manga Monster Hunter Flash, it is actually like just a lot of training, like a military training before you can be a proper hunter. And I remember seeing a theory saying that if the world of Monster Hunter is not on Earth directly, it could be on another planet that has like lower gravity. So that would explain how you can lift such heavy objects, how monster this big could live properly, because monsters this big shouldn't be able to live on a planet like Earth. And also that would explain why you don't take any fall damage when you like fall from very high. So yeah, it depends. It's not very clear about what makes the hunter so strong compared to everyone else. I like to think this is the training part, because this is the most realistic part, I think. And I like this pseudo-realism about the Monster Hunter lore in general. Oh, okay. Next monster is Duremudira. This one, a few months ago, I would have ranked him in F tier, because this is probably one of the most difficult fights in Frontier, and one of the most unfair ones as well. Like, the beast, it's way too hard. It can deal poison status that can only be healed through with a specific antidote. It can deal the frost status that will basically make you cold, like if you were in a cold area, so your max stamina will drain faster than usual. But it is in a place where you cannot buy or bring hot drinks, so this is extra annoying. And the beast can also one-shot you with almost every move it does. So this is a very difficult fight, even in multiplayer, even with legendary Rastas. And I don't think it's a fun fight until I maxed out all the road skills related to this beast. Because you have skills that you can use to like increase your defense against your Remudira, increase your attack, increase your poison resistance, or your frost res. And when you have everything maxed out, the fight is already a lot less difficult. It is still tough, but like less unfair. But if you try the fight for the very first time without knowing what to expect, this is definitely the most unfair fight I have ever done. So it won't be in F tier, but it will be in E tier, because it got a bit better in my opinion. Congratulations to Duremudira for that, because that was not easy, and I think it will be at the top of E tier, because I think this is a good place. Congrats. But like for the Muso version, the arrogant Duremudira, this one will be trash, because this one is basically Duremudira, but like more damage, more poison, more everything, and more HP, more damage, and this is just way too annoying already to deal with Duremudira, but like another version is even worse. So yeah, Duremudira is trash. Diuragawa is S tier, best monster in tier in my opinion. So fun and so cool. I don't know about that. Like, the design is fine, a bit too spiky for my taste, but I mostly feel like it's a lower version of Barrier, because it does the same. Like, it can also do, like, first of all, it has the same skeleton, it has the same elements, it can also do it can also do like the ice tornadoes and everything. So I don't know. I mean, because it's an easier version, it's easier to deal with it, so I'll definitely put it higher than Barioth, but I don't feel like I can put it higher than B tier. Like, yeah, even C tier. Behemoth, it's clearly a better fight. I'll probably put it like right there, because it's not bad, but I don't. I'm so sorry, Matthias, but I don't see myself putting it like much higher. Like, it's forgettable actually. The design is fine, but I don't see it coming back to the main line, because it is way too spiky for my taste. Okay, next we have Elzelion. So the My Hero Academia monster, basically. So ice on one side, fire on the other side, and it can use both of them. And this is a very difficult fight. Like, when you manage to beat it for the first time, you know you've reached endgame. Because this is rough. This is a very rough fight. But this is also a very fair one. And like, the hitboxes aren't that bad on the beast. You just have to really learn the moveset in order to dodge it properly, but it's not too difficult once you got it. Like, you might have to try again like 2 or 3 times, but other than that, it's a really fun fight. So I'll definitely put him high, probably right there. I think it's a good place, like right above Gyaorugi. I like it when I have to put no effort to get good gear. Yeah, I agree. This is a good argument actually, but I don't remember if Jauraguao is like, if his stuff is that good? Huh, I don't remember it. Okay, next we have Burning Freezing Alzelion. There we go. This fight is way too difficult. For those who don't know, these beasts took 8 months in the Frontier community when it first came out. It took 8 months for someone to be able to solo it. It is considered to be the hardest monster in the entire game, and I can see why. Basically, like just like Durimudira, all his attack can basically one-shot you, and um, uh, also it has like I think it's 1 million HP, and you have to kill it in like 10 minutes. So this is so difficult, and I never enjoyed this fight. Even though like regular Elzelion is quite high, they made Burning Freezing Elzelion way too difficult, and I lost all interest in trying to kill it even once. It isn't worth my time. Sorry. The little game is balanced and only hard monsters give you the best gears. Good point, he says, coming from someone who always wanted monster to be more challenging. That's clipped and will be thrown at you the next time we have that argument. I thought Freezing Burning was the hardest monster in the entire franchise. Okay, so okay, first, for Nameth, I want more challenges in the mainline series. That's for sure. Like, there's usually not enough difficulty in regular fights, and you will only find like really good difficult fights near the end of the games. Like for example with Alatrion and Fatalis in Iceborne, or Amatsu and Primordial Malzeno in Sunbreak. But like Burning Freezing Elzelion is pushing the bar way too far. Like Musos in general are way too difficult in Frontier to be soloed. I tried some of them. I managed to kill 2 of them, which are Ruler Guanzorumu and Mysterious Miru, and I managed to repel Bogabadorumu, like the Bombardier Bogabadorumu. But this one, like Burning Freezing Elzelion, is just way too difficult to try it on solo. I remember seeing some runs online, and the guys were telling like, yeah, we had to do like 800 tries before managing to kill it for the first time, and I don't have that time. It's fine if I have to try again like 10 times, maybe even 20. Like, I think I took 15 tries before being able to kill Durimudira for the first time. But Elzelion, fuck no. Deviants, yes. Hyper, meh. Deviant X, fuck no. Deviant X are very unfair, that's for sure. And that's why I'm not doing them all on my channel. I only did X Bloodbath Diablos for day 100 because it was a special occasion. But I'm not farming them, and I'm not doing them for fun. Hypers are basically tempered monster with more HP. No, I disagree with that. Like, Hypers are not the greatest idea they got. But the fact that if you hit like the right part with your weapon, your hunter art gouge will fill much faster than usual. So this is a very good risk-reward type of thing, because we have to take risk of, if you get hit by this part, you will basically lose twice as much as health. God damn it. twice as much health. But if you manage to dodge everything and just hit the right parts, you will get rewarded with so much more damage than usual. I think they should make sure hypers give something like augmentations. They get reintroduced. Well, hypers are at some point needed to upgrade your weapons to the max. Like you need some hyper materials. And Awaken were also really good. You probably want to talk about afflicted monsters, like in Sunbreak, or risen monsters, like risen Elder Dragons, which are pretty good. Yes, I think the afflicted monsters are basically hypers, but better. So yeah, yeah, I agree on that one. Okay. Next one is Farunoku, which is basically an hypnocatrice, but a lot more annoying because like it is an thunder hypnocatrice that loves to dance and like do very unpredictable moves before doing like a thunder AoE. Um, so I'll probably put it like quite low, like around here. Yep, Rhythm. Sorry, don't know why I had Awaken in mind. Well, probably because this is the direct translation from éveillé from the French. So I don't mind, don't worry. Okay, if you had to choose, what is your least favorite Monster Hunter game? My least favorite Monster Hunter game, I already know. It is Monster Hunter Generation, like not GU, but Generation, because it has, first of all, less content. It was less balanced compared to GU, and what else? What else? And also, I didn't found a good uh, uh, a hunting style that I liked at this point. Like I tried a lot of things and I didn't really enjoy them, especially deviants. I didn't find a good way to fight deviants in Generation, but I found it GU, which is basically playing Prowler, playing as a cat, and in GU I almost only play as a cat when I'm not recording a video. And this is the way I like playing this game, and that's why I prefer GU over Generation. But even if I don't like it, I still have like 400 hours on Generation, and I still think it's a great game in general. Not the best Monster Hunter game. The first one was the worst, had horrible controls, favorite Sunbreak, Geo or Iceborne for the variety of ways to hunt. What is your favorite? My favorite is Monster Hunter World, like just a base game, not Iceborne, even if Iceborne's games like comes just in second place, but like base world changed so many things in the license, in the series. uh, it was absolutely incredible. It gave me so much hype when it first came out, and I spent so much time. I think I have like 2,000 hours on the game. So yeah, I really love. I just really love World. It was so cool. Okay, I really need to continue this tier list because it's already been an hour, and we did like a third, a fourth of it, a quarter of it. So unless we want to spend all night doing this, we might need to speed up a little bit. Okay, so next is Faru Kururu. So this is basically what's the what's the English word for for it? Like the very small bird that's love to eat pollen. the from the flowers. I don't remember it. We'll keep derailing the stream. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Uh, like the the monster is so unique, and the flower field where you fight it is one of the most gorgeous map ever done. Sorry, I'm wasting so much time. It's fine. It's fine. I enjoy chatting with everyone, and this stream is before everything else a time where I can especially like exchange with you all. So I'm glad people have something to say. I'm not really complaining about it. It's fine. Like, yeah, this fight is just so much fun, and depending on what type of flower it eats, its element will change. So you'll constantly have to adapt what to what it does. And I think it's such a unique mechanic and such a fun one too. And I'll probably put it somewhere, maybe even S tier actually, something like right here. I think it's a good place for it. 'Cause I really like the design. I really love the theme. I really love everything about it actually. Okay, next we have Garuba daura, which is the bird species of Kushala daura. At first, I would have put it in F tier because this beast is so difficult and unfair for someone who don't know how it works. Uh, like, I, I would probably put it like next to Duremudura because actually, when you know how it works, the fights is actually quite good. But at first, it is definitely one of the most noob killer monsters out there. No challenger approaches. Hi, Daniela, by the way. Okay, next we have Gasura Basura, uh, which is a brute wyvern that can do poison when it's calm and when it enraged. Like his hands starts to grow and it will start doing like earthquakes and tremors on the ground. So this is really a good change of pace during the fight when it starts to get angry. Uh, I wonder where I could put it. Probably in B tier because the fight is fun. The fight is really fun, not too difficult to deal with, and quite intuitive. Probably right next to Beruk. Okay, and next we have the Zenith version. And just because of the Zenith poison, it will go right there next to Zenith Espinos. Because, like I said before, Zenith poison is way too annoying to deal with. You have some interesting opinions there, Daniela. Yeah, I agree. I don't really understand the comments, but I'm sorry. Okay, next we have Gogomoa, and this one will be S tier for me. Uh, Probably something around there. So like this is an early game monster, a monkey that has his baby on his back, and he basically like to play Spider-Man. And I think this is so fun. And the best part is if you hit him at the right time, you will dodge his attack automatically, and then you will have like uh, it will fall on the ground. It will flinch automatically, and it's such a good, rewarding mechanic. Also, one thing that's been bothering me is that in the newer game, a lot of interesting monsters are tucked away in high and mastering. Um, I don't know about that. I'm not so sure. No, no. A lot of monsters are actually lower ranks. Like I could say, like for example, I think I put Barioth, Barath here. We also have Gosarag that we can encounter in low rank. We have Great Jaggi, Kurupeko, Gokumoa, Duramboros, etc., etc. And yeah, that's the balanced way to do it. It's just that maybe you are more interested in endgame monsters, so obviously they will be at the end of the game. Okay, sorry. Next we have Googarths, which are basically magnetic monkeys. So there's one red and one blue, and they will sync their attacks together to do deadly combos. And um, this is a fun fight. I know that Nameth probably doesn't like it very much because he struggled a lot against them when he played Frontier. Um, but let's see. Hmm. I'll probably put them in C tier. Raging and Glavenus are all in Master Rank. Not true. Uh, it depends on the game, because you can't have every monster in every game every time because it needs so much work, especially since World, because every monster has to be reworked. But like, Raging can be fought in high rank in previous games, like For You and Gen. I think there's even like low rank Raging in Freedom Unite. And Glavenus can also be fought in low rank in Generation, so it depends on the game. It just depends on the game. Okay, next we have Wanzorumu. Oh, this one is S tier, that's for sure. Definitely, definitely up there, I think. The Emperor of all Elder Dragons. The fight is so cool. Uh, the monster really feels royal, divine, imperial. Like it can use these smaller flying wyverns like Remobras that can throw you out of the map and just insta kill you. Um, it can use things that are usually reserved to the Zenith monsters, and this is definitely one of the fights I want to see back in the main line because it would suit him so well, and the lore again around the monster is so good, and I really love it. And for the Musa version, the Ruler Granzarumu, which is basically the same mob but way harder, I think it is such a good fight. And even though it's supposed to be like the easiest of all the Musos in Frontier, I think it's still the most fair one. It doesn't have too much HP. It doesn't one-shot you with everything, even though it hurts a lot. It is definitely an endgame monster. I really love the fight, and it is always a pleasure to fight it, even if at first you struggle a lot to understand its moves. Uh, I would fight it again anytime. Okay, we're progressing. Next we have Gorea Domosu, which is the origin species of Gravios. So basically, what's what was supposed to be Gravios before becoming Gravios uh, in the evolution line, I mean. And it is basically water Gravios, and I really love the moveset, but I don't really like the design because it has so many holes. And the origin or burst species in general in Frontier are, for me at least, too much. Like there's too much spikes and everything. So it will lower him a bit, but compared to regular Gravios, I think it's a better fight. So, where did I put Gravios? Probably not too high. Yeah, I put it in D tier. Gurea Domusu will definitely be in B tier. Probably something like, I think, hmm, I think right above Mizutsu. There's, there is only one game series I rage with, and it is Monster Hunter, because I play it too much. Yeah, we all rage on Monster Hunter, it's fine. You just have to learn when you need to stop. And I definitely don't know that. But yeah, it can be a bit frustrating at sometimes. But there's like there's games which will make you rage so much more. Like I tried Dark Souls, for example, and this is so much harder uh, and unfair that yeah, I basically just rage quit the game after the fourth boss. So yeah. Okay. Next, a trick to avoid raging. Whenever you do rage, do some push-ups, squat, or exercise of such. That could work. I remember when we were doing push-ups every time we fainted, forcing us to get better, or else we would be good looking at least. At the end, you will be too exhausted to rage. Yeah, you will also be too exhausted to play at all. Okay, next we have Red Lavasios, which is basically Lavasios, but with a few new moves. But it's not too original compared to the base one. So I'll probably put it in E tier. Uh, like right behind Lavasios. Or maybe not. No, I'll put it right before and even there. Because it doesn't have an annoying armor like regular Lavadios in the main line, or like Bazarios. So it makes the fights a bit more manageable, I think. Uh, okay. Next we have. Oh, I don't remember the actual name, so I'll just call them Silver and Gold Lavasios, which is a very fun fight, actually, because they are basically Lavasios, but like with ice and thunder and paralysis and sleep. And uh, in the lore, they are not allies. They are instead rivals that fight for a specific piece of land in the tower, and they just fight endlessly. And when a hunter or any other monster comes uh, near the place, they decide to have a truce and fight together against their common enemy. And this is why, if you don't kill them at the same time during the fight, they will revive each other. Because they want to be the one who killed the other and not you killing them. And just for that, I think this is a wonderful mechanic. And in HR6 in Frontier, I think this is probably the only good and enjoyable fight. And just for that, they will be in B tier, both of them. Probably right above Legiana. I think this is a good place. I don't care if it's the Pikachu of this game. It's straight up bullshit in GU. All games is bullshit, not gonna lie. No, is not bullshit in World nor Rise and Sunbreak, but like in older gens, yes, Rathalos is bullshit. Okay, Guden. This one is a mix between Lesios and Monoblos. The fight isn't bad, just very forgettable. So I'll probably just put it, yeah, in really D tier. It's not an annoying fight, I think. Yeah, I think right there. Sounds like you don't play a lot of ranged weapons. Might be true. Might be true. But like, ranged weapons aren't the answer to everything either. Like, you should be able to kill every monster with every weapon without too much struggle. This is the reason why Yamatsukami is such in such a bad place. Especially that dodge where you instantly get full shots. Yeah, this is fun. Bow is fun, but only since World. Otherwise, in all the gens, it's one of my least favorite weapon with longsword. So it really depends on the game. Okay, then we have Arudo Merugu. So I don't know if it's silver or mercury that it uses to fight you. But like the fight is really fun. It's just so annoying that it can just straight up one-shot you by covering himself in silver or mercury and just um, spins around the map and just one-shots you if you get hit. I don't really like this attack, so I'll probably put it C tier. Let's see. Yeah, probably between Stygian. I like fighting Stygian. Okay, I'll put it there. And same for the Zenith, which is basically the same but with different one-shot attacks, where it can just spam you with smaller projectiles or just cover you with mercury and just throw you on the ground. Just you die. That's it. In all the games, I couldn't play it because I had to make gun sets if I wanted to be a ranged weapon user, even though I like using melee weapons more. Yeah, I understand the fact that the difference between blade weapon, like blade sets and gunner sets were quite annoying, and I'm glad they got rid of that because it it wasn't a good way to make armor. And usually, especially in GU now that I play it a lot, I find it annoying that I can't use an armor piece for another set just because it's not for the right weapon. Can't wait for Gogomea. I have something to say about that monster. Actually, we already did Gogomoa, and it is in S tier. So if you have something to say about it, now is the right time. But we already did it. I'm sorry. And for now, we will do Yujikiki. So apart from the fact that his name is really funny, because you could translate it almost in French as Big Dick. I really like this. No, actually, I don't really like this fight. Because it's fine at first, but once it gets weaker, all its spikes gains poison, sleep, and paralysis, which makes it so much harder to deal with. And if you don't have like the right skill for the monster, you are almost unable to kill it. At least in early G rank, where it spawns. And so it will definitely be higher than the Zenith version, but this one, probably something around something around here. Yeah, Big Dick. I know. And for the Zenith version, this is definitely an F tier. It is way too unfair between the Blitz status, the fact that it can one-shot you with some attacks, the fact that it can give you cardiac arrest with the Zenith Thunderblight. This one is just way too annoying. I don't want to elaborate anymore. The design is trash because the spikes are way too huge on this beast. Uh, uh, the less I fight it, the better I am. Okay, next one is Inagami, the the bamboo elder dragon. This one is really fun and original because we don't have many elder dragons with the Kirin skeleton, and this one, uh, first of all, it's rare to see an elder dragon using the sleep status, so that's already a good point for it. And the use of the bamboo, where like it can just grow bamboo on the ground everywhere, or grab a bamboo in its mouth and just attack with it, like if it's Zacian from Pokemon or something. It is just so cool. The design is incredible. It can use bamboo to form an armor around him. It is absolutely incredible. This, and I want to see him again. And I'll definitely put it like right here. I think this is a good place for him. I just love killing the Gogomoa and then proceeding to kill the Gogomon, leaving. Okay, so noted. You like to create orphans. Don't worry, it's only a game. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. We'll say that. We'll say that. Zenith Inagami, on the other hand, is also F tier. Um, because it uses sleep, Zenith sleep, so much you just cannot stay awake more than like 15 seconds in the game, in the hunt. You are constantly needed to be hit by your partners, and it is almost impossible to fight it alone unless you dodge absolutely 100% of his attacks. Uh, and I'm I might like Zenith Hypnocatrice because this one has a good use on this Zenith Sleep status, but the Zenith Inagami is no, way too trash. If you think about it, Monster Hunter is glorified animal cruelty. You guys hoping to make Batman in Monster Hunter or what? uh, well, we already have bat monsters, so I don't think we really need Batman in the game. And glorify animal cruelty. If you think about the lore for a few seconds, um, it is just not true because the Monster Hunter games are all about uh, this balance between humans and nature, and you only kill what you need to kill in order to survive, but you just don't go on a genocide just for fun or for a new pair of boots. This is not how it's supposed to work. It's just that for the gameplay, you need to make it a farm game, like a grinding game. But otherwise, this is not supposed to be glorified animal cruelty, actually. Okay, uh, next, and I'll put them right next to each other, actually. We have Camus and Nono Urugaron, which are basically ice wolves. So Camus is the male one, Nono is the female one, and you usually fight them together. And they have cool properties, like they can put ice armor on the legs, but Apart from that, the fight is quite annoying. They are way too mobile for the let's say they are way too mobile for the early game where you don't have any enough mobility, I would say. So it's not a bad fight. It's just not happening at the right time. And so I'll probably put it in D tier. Probably something around. Let's see. Probably around here. I think top D tier. Completely made a switch axe and only use it once. Never used it for a hunt ever again. Yeah, well, of course, gameplay-wise, the Monster Hunter games are glorified animal cruelty, but in the lore, it's not supposed to be that way. Okay, next we have Midogaron, which is basically Camus Orugaron, but without any bitches. Um, so instead, it decided to study the blade inside of a volcano. The fight is okay. I'm just not a huge fan of the teleportation stuff. Um, that's why I put Malzino that low. By the way, I'd probably put it. I don't know. It's still a bit better than Camus and Nono. So yeah, I think just because of the teleportation, it's it is at the right place here. Uh, but for the Zenith, uh, like the teleportation is becoming way too much because it can cancel his teleportation with another TP, and it just becomes so difficult to follow the beast. Uh, Damn, he roasted that monster so hard. Imagine if that monster understood human language. It'd be madly offended. I don't care, because I can kill Midogaron quite easily in the game. He has fire weakness for you to roast him like that. No, actually, he mastered the fire element, so he actually resists fire. But yeah, the Zenith version can cancel his TP with another TP, and he has an attack where he TPs like 5 times in a row before throwing a fireball at you. And the fight isn't that difficult because the monster doesn't hit too hard, but uh, how yeah the, the fight isn't difficult. It's just annoying. Um, let's see. Probably in E tier. Yeah, I think it's a good place right there. This is um, rap battle versus him when I'm Garon. Yes, this is Orugaron, Midogaron, and Zenith Midogaron. Because they are wolves, just like Odogaron, sorry. Okay. Oh, what's the name of this one? I don't remember. Oh no. Wait a minute. I Keora Ruboru. Thank you, Google. Okay. So this one is is supposed to be the final monster of the Frontier story. This is basically the how to say this, like the hater monster, because the only reason we have to fight him is because he's attacking Meseporta because he doesn't like the way the diva sings in the village. And he becomes so angry because of this that his body basically produces as much heat as a volcano. So in a way, he's a bit like Jeremy Morales because his a living volcano. But I enjoy the fight a lot more because you have to hit the right parts of the monster. Otherwise, it overheats and destroys the map. So you really have to position yourself well on the beasts. And for that, I will probably put in B tier. Say right there, right next to Ukanlos and Akantor. Okay, next we have Quadasipusu, which is literally a prototype of Agnactor. Like, at first, it was an idea for Agnactor, and this is why they look like the same so much. Uh, this monster is basically Angry King from Clash Royale. I don't play Clash Royale, so I don't really understand that reference. I'm sorry. But yeah, it gets so angry it starts fuming. Yeah, yeah. For Quarasepusu, I like it because it has some crystals on its back, but it doesn't inflict any crystallization like Akura Vashimu. But instead, it uses the light to reflect on the crystals to attack you, and I find it so original. I really like the fight. It isn't that difficult, and it probably will go somewhere like right there. I think it's a good place for him. Okay, next we have Meraginasu, which is I think the burst species of Espinas. So this monster is completely blind, and it will only focus the hunter that makes the most noise. So like if you eat a steak or sharpen your weapon or heal or attack or simply walk or run, the monster will hear you and focus you, and you can know which hunter is focused, like if you are focused or not, because if you are, the music will change, and this fight is so good. Even though I don't want to see him back in the main line, I really enjoyed the fight and I really enjoyed farming him. So this will definitely be like somewhere around here. Okay. Next we have Miru. So what is Miru? This is like I would say um, a fusion between every pseudo wyvern. Uh, I mean pseudo flying wyvern. So like Tigrex, Nagakuga, Jaragawa, etc., etc. And it can change form just by contracting different muscles on its body, like clenching its muscles on its body. The only bad thing about him is that it does some crystallization in some forms, but because it doesn't do it that much, it's not too annoying to deal with it, and it's actually quite a fun monster to do. So it will probably be B tier, I think. Uh, right above. Let's see, let's see. Definitely above Midogaron. So probably there. And then we have the Muso version. So the Muso version is basically the same, but it's harder and switch between the phases more. I really like this one. This is one of the few Musos I managed to kill. Um, it's one of the easiest also, just like Rula Guanzarumu. But this is fun to do, and if you can, uh, you should definitely try it at some point. Wait, isn't the Rain version of Monster Hunter Frontiers illegal because it basically stole the game? If so, do you think it will get taken down by Capcom one they? Well, of course it's illegal. Like the game shut down literally, so one we are not supposed to be able to play it, and especially the Rain server gives basically a premium course to every player for free, so you don't have to pay anything to have all the premium content. So of course this is illegal, but because the game is supposedly dead, I don't see why Capcom would take it down. But they have the right to do so, at least. That's for sure. I just hope that it won't happen, because I really like playing Frontier, especially after fantasizing for like 10 years because I couldn't play it as a French. So yeah, I hope they won't take it down. That's for sure. Okay, then we have Odiba Terasu. So the third god after Akantor and Ukanlos. So this one is the desert god. It does a lot of attacks with the sand. It's basically Blastoise from Pokemon, but with sand, because it has a base. This is a turtle with a sand cannon on its back, and I really love the design. I really love the theme. It's not too difficult. I think putting him next to his brother is fine. Moreover, I think as long as they don't make money from it, there's no reason for Capcom to do anything about it. Exactly. They absolutely make no sense for Capcom to take them down. But of course, if the server starts to beg for money, like as a subscription, probably Capcom will start to act about it. That's almost sure. Okay, next. Oh, I didn't realize we only have a line and a half left. We are getting close to the end. Yay! Okay, so next we have Paryapuria. I really love this monster, because this is a monster that, just like Devil Joe, is always hungry, so it will eat everything that is on its way. Maybe more like Nibblesnarf that can eat bombs, but instead Paryapuria it's only meat, and depending on the uh, on on what it craves for, which you can see depending on the color of its saliva, you can feed him so much meat that it will basically throw up and drop a shine that way. And I really love this monster. It's so much fun. But I kind of have to, because the running servers cost money. No, keep derailing the stream. Keep derailing. Have I missed Rokodiro? Right, I got you. No. Wait. I finished this one, and we'll talk about this later. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll probably put in A tier, I think. A high A tier, like this. And then we have the Muso version, which is so annoying, because it can make you drunk. So basically you cannot attack, you don't have any stamina, and also you cannot use any item to get rid of the status. So basically you're dead. So this one will probably go around here, sadly. Okay, so yeah, of course it costs money to run the Frontier server, but they are not allowed to ask for money from the players, because otherwise it's definitely illegal. And have I played modded Ark before? I have tried Ark, and I've hated every single second of it, so I haven't tried modded Ark. And I saw the Monster Hunter mods on YouTube videos, but really don't want to try it because I hate the game so much. Other hunting games, when and which ones? I don't know when. Probably when I'll get sick of doing Monster Hunter, or well, when I won't have any new monsters to show during my daily hunts. Otherwise, I don't think I will play that much other hunter games for now. And if I play I could play Monster Hunter Stories. I'm thinking maybe once the remake of the first one comes out on the Switch, I could play it. That could be fun. I'll see. I'm not saying no to Monster Hunter Stories, but for everything like Dauntless or Wild Arts, I don't really know if I want to do it for now. Okay. After we have shit. What is his name again? Also, wait a second. Wait a second. Uh, which one is it? There's so many monsters, and because they all have like still Japanese name, it's so difficult to remember all of them. um, Boboru Barumu. Okay, so this one is basically a hunting horn monster, just like Kurupeko, because it can increase its attack, defense, or health. And I really like the fights, even though I think the monster it's maybe a bit too hard for what it's supposed to be. But I also really like the fact that when it roars, um, if the hunter is caught by the roar, instead of like trying to cover its ears, it will start to dance. And I think this is so funny that it will go like right next to Malfestio, which has a similar mechanic where if you get hit by his attack, you will lose control of your you will lose control of your own body. uh, Next, we have Pocaradon, which is basically the exact same monster as Royal Luderoth, but as a walrus. So there's not much to say about it, sadly. I'm just looking for Royal Luderoth right there, and I'll put it next to it. I would really like for you to play Project Zomboid, although I do not know if you enjoy it, and it's hard to make a video on. You have to make a let's play for it. Huh. I don't remember seeing Project Zomboid. What is it? Let's see. Project Zomboid trailer, maybe. Let's see. Uh,
Live at the military blockade, the message is clear. The Nox event is contained. I repeat, the Nox event is contained.
What happened here? What's happening here? It's not contained. I had to
Okay.
find what I needed to
So,
survive.
is it like a survival game? Yeah, okay.
But there were too many. And this is how I died. The next time, I was smarter. I moved
Okay.
between the shadows. Between the infected. But I wasn't smart enough. And this is how I died. I knew I had to leave this place.
Okay, so it's like roguelike survival games? Survival game, I think?
I prepped,
Something like that?
built defenses. I fought,
It's interesting,
I
but
fished,
I don't
found a
know
generator to
if
keep
I
the
would
war
get
going
into
there,
it.
but it needed fuel. There was a gas station back out on the road.
Because I really
I
struggle
took the
with
car
roguelike
and
games.
risked the noise it
but I really like survival
but I would
games.
never make it home. This is Project Zomboid. Survive together. Build.
Okay, I think I understand how it works. I might try it on the side, but from what I've seen, it's hyper realistic survival. Yeah, it's a survival games, and do, if you die, you lose all your skills. Eh, if you die, you lose everything. Yeah, I'm not usually in that kind of things. That's mostly what bothered me that much about Ark is if you die too far from your house, it is just impossible to get your stuff back, and it's so easy to lose absolutely everything that it just becomes annoying at some point. So I'm not so sure. I would enjoy Project Zomboid. Maybe I'll give it a try on my own, but probably not on stream or on video. I'm sorry. Okay, then I'll do those ones. Like what you build stays unless it's broken down. Oh, okay. So each time you try again, it's a new life from a new character. Okay. Yeah, you won't like it, I think. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still willing to try one day, maybe, but I already have so much other games on my wish list for now, and I'm not planning to try it now. Okay. Next we have Rukojora, which is the magnetic elder dragon, basically. So it can attract or repel you. It it also has like stealth rock that uh, roams around it. Um, the fight isn't that bad. Like the monster is good actually. It's probably something like strong B tier. Would say probably probably right there. I think it's a good place for him. Death Laser sucks. The laser from Rokojora, really? Like this is probably one of the easiest attack to avoid on the beast. Or are you talking about like the hardcore version where it can one shot you after attracting it into the beam? Where for this one, I agree, it does way too much damage. But you have ways to avoid it because you can see it coming from very far away. Just get good on this one, actually. And for Rebitiora, just because it doesn't have an hardcore version that is as difficult as Ricodiora, I think I will put the subspecies like a bit uh, above it. And for the Zenith, same thing as uh, Doragyorosu, you need to come prepared with some good dragon resistance. If you do, it's a very good fight, a very fun one. If you don't, you will have the worst time of your life. And just for this, I will drop him down in C tier. Like the fight isn't that bad. Yeah, if you are in the front, it kills you. I usually hit the tail. Not only roads the monster, but the viewers as well. But if it jumps back, I need to sheath in time to run to its tail. I must admit, for Rukojira, well, in Frontier in general, I only play Tonfas, so it's really easy to dodge every attack that takes a long time to charge because I can just double dash and then X evade backwards, and I can dodge almost everything. So I don't know what what kind of weapon you play against Rukojora, but with Nonfuss, it's definitely easier. Oh, would you look at that? This is a Zenith Rathalos. Uh, I know I put a lot of them in F tier, but the Zenith version is actually pretty fun. It's not that difficult to have the fire res, and and it really has an interesting move set. I would say it's probably something like right next to Silver Rathalos or something. You play longsword. Wait, oh, oh, because you aren't in G rank yet, so you don't have extreme style. Yeah, okay, I can I can understand your point because you don't have all the counters yet. But I swear, once you once you will get into G rank, Rukojora will be much easier to deal with. Don't worry about it. Okay, next we have Shantian, which is kind of a flying Lagiacrus, which can deal fire, ice, and thunder at the same time. So this is really fun. This is a really fun fight because at first you start on a flying boat, and the more you fight it, the angrier it gets until the point where it just destroys your boat and you have to finish the fight in a volcano. And just like Disufiroa, it doesn't die from the hunter. Instead, it just tries to do an attack that is too strong for him to handle, and it dies from its own power. And just for that, I think I will rank him like right next to Disufiroa because this is so much fun. I don't think I'll get past 5, 6, and 7 with Alice or Earth style. Well, once you reach HR5, you unlock Evan and Storm styles. That helps a lot with the incoming threats. Uh, HR5 is fine, actually. Yeah, you don't have to be that good to deal with HR5. 6, though, don't be afraid to ask for help on the hub, because I know this is ruthless, and players usually just carry you through that rank because this is mostly bullshit. And HR7 is G rank, so you will unlock extreme style by then. Don't worry about it. Okay, next we have Bright Hypnocatrice, which is basically Hypnocatrice, but it can insta stun you on top of making you fall asleep. It is Hypnocatrice, but more annoying, so it will definitely be lower than regular Hypnocatrice, and I'll put it in D tier, I think, because the only good thing about this fight is that it is very short, because it's still an early game monster. Exotic Nagakuga is gonna beat me up so hard, yet I needed something I need for the recommended set. Yeah, I remember I did HR 5 and 6 with only Brachydios armor. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the music back on. Thank you for saying this there. And I did it fully with Brachydios armor because I was playing Gunlance at the time until I reached G rank, and this was definitely a good choice. But I didn't care about the recommended sets, and I just did what I wanted to do. But yeah, I can understand Nagakuga in HR5 is a bit difficult, but shouldn't be too hard though. Don't worry. Okay, then we have White Hypnocatrice, probably the best version of Hypnocatrice. Um, which is uh, how to say this? Like it really likes to run around and like it uses its legs a lot more than all the other versions. And I feel like if Hypnocatrice is gonna come back in a newer game, it should definitely use more of the white Hypnocatrice moves, because this is what made it really more original compared to Yankutku. And for that, it will be an A tier, probably around there. I think it's a good place. Basically, use your child monster to veteran instinct. Yeah, I guess so. Uh, yeah, but like HR6 was so difficult to do in solo because like Supremacy Tearstra deals way too much damage. Supremacy Duragyorusu deals way too much damage. Thirsty Paraporia also. So like the only fun fights in HR6 are the silver and gold Lavasios and the unknown Wyvern. So like the basically the Black Rathian, I would say. But otherwise, HR6 is just pain, so much pain. Uh, I'm so glad it becomes so much better later in the G rank. Once you reach G rank, it's fine, but before that, you will have to suffer so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. Um. Okay. Oh, we have less than one line left. Because last one will be Muso Zinogre. Okay, next we have Zenith Hypnocatrice, which is surprisingly fun and annoying at the same time. So, just like Zenith Inagami, it uses uh, Zenith sleep status. So, basically, once you get the status, you instantly fall asleep. Like, you don't waddle around for a few seconds just to put yourself in a safe place. No, just fall asleep right now. You stay you stay asleep a lot longer than usual, and most of the time, once a player falls asleep, the next attack uh, of Hypnoctrice will be to sing, and to sing so badly that it will give nightmares to the hunters, and they will slowly die in their sleep uh, unless someone wakes them up. And when you're uh, doing a solo hunt against Zenith Hypnocatrice, it is so annoying to deal with it. But if you have good teammates, it's actually quite manageable and it can become a fun fight. So it really depends on the way you fight it. And for that, we'll put it like between White Hypnocatrice and regular Hypnocatrice. So like in the middle of B tier. I think it's a good place for it. Okay, next one. It's been a while since we had an S tier monster, but Tycoon Zamuza is just so much fun. Definitely the best crab in the entire series. The fact that you have to remove like all the dirt from its first armor and then destroy its armor to reveal what's the true monster under it. It's just such a cool idea, and the more you will destroy parts of its body, the faster it will get, and so the harder the fight will be. And I really love it. It is so cool. And same thing for Tycoon Zemus, the Zenith version. Even though like the phase 2 of the fight where he removes by himself all the armor is a bit more annoying to deal with, mostly because of the Zenith Thunderblight. Let's see. It's still a good fight, so I'll probably put it in high B tier. So something. Something there. There is a good place. Okay. Then we have Toa Tesukatora, so the origin species of Tierstra. So before Tierstra became Tierstra, it was an ice Tierstra that can freeze you, like literally put you in the ice and you're over. Yeah, this is the end. You have to wiggle your stick to get out of the ice. At first, I really struggled against the beast because this is Tierstra. This is a fight I don't really like. But the more I fought it, the more I enjoyed the fights, the more I enjoyed the moveset. It uses ice in such a clever way that makes him, in the end, really original. And for that, I'll probably put it right to next to Gyaorugu for the ice usage. Okay, next we have, let's see, Turret class. So the solar panel monster. So for those who don't know, it's basically a mix between an owl and an eagle that uses its wings as a solar panel to uh, capture the light from the sun and then convert it into electricity in order to use this electricity against you. This is a very clever design, even if I don't really like it. Because like there's way too much spikes once again, and it's even more obvious on the Zenith version. Like the fight by itself, it's cool. I think it should be like next to Beruk because they have similar skeletons. They both use the electricity, like the thunder element, and yeah, both of them are very fine. Which animes have you watched so far? Stop derailing the stream. My god. I've watched some of them. Let's see. I've watched Attack on Titan. I've watched JoJo. I've watched Konosuba. I watched Parasite. What else? What else? What else? What else? I watched a lot of them. I probably can't tell every single one of them. But like, Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is one of my favorites. I watch almost every Ghibli movie, also, which are all masterpieces. That's for sure. But I'm not a huge anime watcher, actually. Like, I enjoy from time to time, but I'm not watching them, like binge watching them. It's fine from time to time, but that's it. Okay, next we have so Zenith the Red class. It isn't that different from the regular monster, so it's fine. I'll probably put it next to the regular version. Okay. Watch Hunter x Hunter, it's really good, at least the second season. I said to my little sister that I would watch Hunter x Hunter because like she bullied me into watching it, and I said I would watch it once she started to watch JoJo, and because she never started, I will never start watching Hunter x Hunter. Sorry. Okay, then we have Varusa Borosu, which is the first species of Diablos. So this is a group of Diablos that instead of staying in the desert, decided to go in a volcano. And because they fed on a special type of cactus, they evolved into using fire and having fire coming out of its body absolutely everywhere. And I really like the idea that you have to juggle with a cactus between the different players in order to avoid Valusaborosu to buff himself. Um, and uh, but like even if is buffed, like the fight is still manageable and very fun. And just for that, I think I'll put it right next to Diablos. I think for children, JoJo is a bit too bloody. Like, have you seen the shit Kira did? My sister is 21, so I think she is big enough to watch JoJo. It shouldn't be a problem for her. It's just she's just too lazy to start. That's it. That's the only reason why. Okay, next we have Vol'jang. Oh, um, this one is a really difficult fight because it's the origin species of um of Rajang. So basically, what was Rajang before becoming Rajang? You start to know the deal by now. And just like Rajang, it is a very difficult fight. Now that I've reached the Ultra end game, it's not that difficult, but I struggled for so long with it that I can't give it a good place. But the fight isn't bad. It is just incredibly difficult. I'll probably put it like right next to Tycoon Zenith Tycoon Zamuzan. I think it's fine. I thought she was 12 something. No, no. But still, it's my favorite origin species because it's Rajang origin species. Yeah, it's not a bad monster, it's just very difficult. Okay, next we have Zena Serisu. I really love this monster. Like, I love the theme, I love the attacks. I also like the design because I'm a very edgy boy, and this is all black and red, so I really love it. And but I don't see it fit in the main line, so sadly I don't want to see it outside of Frontier. But because of the fight, like the way it uses its his whips on his wings and making like huge tornadoes of water, that is so impressive. I will definitely put it in A tier, probably something around. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, probably something around here. I think it's fine. I think it's really fine here. Okay, then we have Zeruerusu, which is the burst species of Rathalos. The best monster for the 18th as whips. I will not comment on that joke. Uh, just know that this is very funny. Okay. Um. So this one is fun. Because first of all, it uses the light element, which is a mix between fire and thunder, and then he also grows and some kind of armor on the parts you deal the most damage on. So basically, if you hit the head too much, uh, his head will become so hard you won't deal any damage anymore to it. So you really have to be careful of what you do during the hunt, because you can quickly lose your best weak spot to it quite easily, actually. And just for that, probably, yeah, I think B tier is fine for it. Or C tier. Strong C tier could be good. Something around, something right there. I think it's fine. For the unknown, though, I mean, you already showed your preference when you said darkness was the waifu for your friend. Kokoto could use that monster for the farms. Okay, okay. Please stop there. I don't want my channel to get banned because of these jokes. Please. Okay, unknown. So this is a mix between every flying wyvern in the game. So like Rathian, Rathalos, Espinos, Toricles, and probably some others that I've forgotten about. But this is so much fun, and one thing I really like about it is how it has 7 states of rage, of anger, and the angrier it gets, the more moves and the more deadlier moves it gets, and so you constantly have to adapt on the fight. You, you never know if it has a new move in its backpack, basically. Wait, we can ban you? I'm not sure if you can ban me. I can probably ban you though from the chat, but I don't know if you can ban me. I think I can only ban myself. But like yeah, I really like the anger uh the anger from unknown. And for that I think it will be put maybe not in S tier, but definitely in a strong A tier. Like probably the strongest A tier I've got. I can give him. Okay, and we've finished with the regular monsters. We only have a few Zenith and Musos left, and we will be good to go. I'm so glad we're finally reaching the end. Okay, and I just looked at the music video. I still have 30 minutes left before it finishes, so I'll have to speed up. Okay, Zenith Blagonga is fine. It's actually way funnier than the regular monster. It's not that difficult. I had to farm it a lot to max out the Corenia armor, and it's fun. Like genuinely, the only bad thing about it is the the ice laser that can just one-shot you. Basically, it's almost impossible to survive it, but it's easy to dodge, so it's fine. And once again, it's one of the few Z4 that I know I can do in solo. So for that, it will go in A tier or B tier. Probably more B tier, but like a strong one. Right next to Tycoon Zemlivzen. Won't do it. Probably if you spam the N word. If you say the N word, I will definitely ban you from the stream though. I don't want to say that. Please avoid it. Okay. Next we have Zenith Kezu. Well, it's Kezu. It's not very fun. The AoEs are way too big for what it's supposed to be, and yeah, it screams even more. So no thanks. Okay, next we have Zenith Tigrex. This one is very fun. Um, I know that's why I won't do it. I enjoy the streams. Thank you. So for Tigrex, it does have the bleed status, which is extremely annoying in Frontier, but it doesn't use it that much, and usually the attacks are easy to dodge, so you can do a full Tigrex, like Zenith Tigrex hunt, without bleeding once, and so it's fine. But let's see, where should I put it? I don't really know. Let's see. Um, I'll probably put him in, I think, A tier, like right next to Zenith Rathalos. I think it's fine. And for Nameth, I ban you, but like, don't worry, it's only for a minute. Just so I'm making sure you stop, just as a warning. Yeah. I ban him myself. Yeah, it's normal. It's fine. It's completely fine. I ban him. Shouldn't have provoked me. He fucked around, so he found out. Okay, next we have Zenith Ermitol Daimyo. It's a cool fight, just a very difficult one, especially for Zenith Ermitol. Let's see. It's like it uses water way more. It has a few attacks that can one-shot you. It has a state where instead of using water, it will do explosions with every pin's attack. So I really took a long time before being able to master the fight. It's not a bad one, but it's far from being a good one too, so I'll probably put it in C tier. Right there, I think. It's a good place for him. Okay, Zenith Plesios. This one is just straight up annoying, actually. It's not a good fight. It can drain your life quite easily. It moves everywhere. Like it swims on the ground, and yeah, I don't really like it. Plus, I had to farm it so much for gacha. Uh, it it is annoying. It is annoying to do. Sorry. Gravios, Zenith Gravios is fine until you reach Z4, where it just one-shots you with every attack, no matter how high your fire resistance is. And just for this, this will be a very low tier. I don't know if it is F tier, because like Z1 to 3 are fine. And I'll probably, yeah, next to Kizu. And what would you do if tomorrow you woke up like and had 100k subs? First of all, I will shit myself. Definitely, I wouldn't understand what is going on. I'm already surprised that one of my video almost have 1,000 views, like the Atalka one. How much does it have currently? Let's see. 964 views. Okay, it's not too bad. But like, yeah, first of all, I would think it is a glitch. Like, I wouldn't believe it. And what would I do after that? Well, probably a video to thank everybody. But that's it. I probably just keep my regular content, because if people are subscribing to me, this is because they like what I'm doing right now, so I don't really see why I would change things. But yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. I wait for that to happen. But now I'm glad I only have like 100 subscribers, because I can see I can I can see regular people's on my channel. Like I can see who's commenting or watching my videos regularly, and I like the fact that I'm still able to be close to you. And I'm afraid that if I grow too big, and like for example during the streams there's too much people chatting, I won't be able to answer everyone. So I don't know. If you get 1K, will you do a special? Definitely, yeah, of course. I will do a special video for 1K subscribers, just how I did it for like 100. I just don't know what to do yet because it's still so far away. But yeah, I'll do something once I'll reach that cap. That's for sure. You will just have to wait to see, sadly. Okay, then we have Muso Nagakuga, like Blinking Nagakuga. This one is just straight up annoying because like the first attack it does every time is just uh like a magnet pin, so it attracts you to him, and if you don't avoid it, you will die by a one-shot attack, and then like the monster is so fast, has so much AoEs, uh, it isn't fun. I don't like it as a Muso, and I'll probably put it right next to Silverwind. I think it's fine. When that happens, just answer those who give donations to the stream. Easy pay to win and all that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's right. If I get 100k subs, I'll be able to probably monetize my channel. So if I make money out of YouTube, maybe I'll change my plans. But for now, I like the job that I have, so I don't really want to change it. And I think I'll still do YouTube as a hobby. Just I'll have more money to invest in it. So I'll see. Please, if you get 1k, do the final judgment from Constant World Iceborne. Oh, please don't make me do this. I saw someone, like another channel, that does a daily challenge, like daily hunts, just like me, but it's always the final judgment quest. Like it does the same quest absolutely every single day, and I found this so scary. Like the amount of free time you need to have to do this quest. And for those who don't know what this quest is like. Wait, make me remember. It is uh, uh, Arc-Tempered Nergigante, Arc-Tempered Lunastra, Safi'jiiva, and 2 Elatrians, which is way too much. I don't know if I'll do it. Maybe, maybe I'll do something else. I'll see. I don't really know. I haven't modded Iceborne yet, so Tempered Safi. Well, Tempered Safi doesn't exist in the base game. I I think it it was just for like the visual effect on the quest that they put the Arc Tempered outline on the Safi'jiiva, but I think it's supposed to be just a regular one. Okay, next we have Starving Devil Joe, so Muso Devil Joe. That's a lot of health to go through. Yeah, definitely, and the guy that does the same quest every single day always takes like 40 to 45 minutes to do the quest. Even though like he knows extremely well what he's doing, and I swear I've never seen a better gun lance user than this guy. But I don't want to. I don't want to try it. I cannot even imagine doing more than 2 hyper G rank monsters in G. 2 I rank monsters is already a lot. I especially remember the hyper Silver Rathalos and hyper Golden Rathian quest, which was so annoying to do. This one, I'll never make it again. I'll never do it again. That's for sure. It was way too annoying. Okay, so for Starving Devil Joe, it's not a bad monster. It's just like you always to have to fight 2 of them as the same time, and you, like every other Muso, you don't have much time to do it. So I don't really like the fight. even though it's Devil Joe, it's definitely a bit more enjoyable than a Blinking Nagakuga, but I still think it's E tier, like probably around there, like that. Could put it like this. And I can't, and I see shit like this on the channel. The G4 event quest. Yeah, never again. This one was way too painful. Okay, and the last one, which is Muso Zinogre, uh, which is the version of Zinogre I hate the most, because I don't really like Frontier Zinogre because it has way too much AoEs, way too much attack that can just one shot you, and Muso Zinogre does this, but like a lot more often, and it has more HP, and even the attacks that don't usually one shot you will deal so much more damage. It will definitely be two shots. So I think it's probably around here for me. Like, yeah, with all the very difficult Musos. And with that, we are all done. We have completely finished the Monster Hunter tier list. We have ranked all the mainline and frontier monsters. It took so long. Actually, it took like 3 hours plus two and a half, so like almost 6 hours to do the the entire tier list. Also, I forgot to comment this on the extra video you made Wednesday, but I've never seen better Tonfas player in my life. Thank you. I'm really proud of my Tonfa skill, actually. Like, my. I now think that I'm really good at it. I have almost 3,000 hunts with the Tonfas, so I'm expected to be good. And looking at, I can now carry other players, like in Hunting Road, for example. Um, I I really think I have a good skill with Tonfas right now. So I'm glad if people are finally starting to enjoy my gameplay with this weapon. We did a good job derailing you, to be fair. Yeah, definitely. You did such a great job. That's probably why it took so long. But I'm really glad you did, because it made the stream way more alive, actually. If we aren't much, even yeah, we are not a lot of people on the stream. It still felt very alive. Everyone spammed the celebrate emotes in the bottom right corner of chat. Do it, do it. Okay, so one very important thing, I need to save this tier list and download it. Yeah, yep, perfect. Uh, register. Okay, no, this is not the right thing. Export image, download. Can I, please? Okay, and there we go. Yeah, you are really good at using Tonfas. Thank you. And I'm glad you managed to come, Aki, even if it's like right at the end. Small monster next time, maybe. I don't know if it's really necessary to rank small monsters, but I could do like other tier lists if you are interested, like maybe weapon tier list and game tier list. I think those two, I could do both of them in one stream. That could be fun. So yeah, I'll see. I'll see. First of all, one thing that I really want to do is to play other games on stream. So what I think I'll do is that on Wednesday I'll play other games. and I'll keep the Monster Hunter streams on Saturday evening. And that way I'll be able to do other things that I like, because I like to play other games other than Monster Hunter, but I don't want to flood my channel with different type of content. Like for example, the videos are mostly daily hunts. The streams are different type of content, like the hunting road or the other games or the tier list, etc. And the short format is more for memes and jokes. So depending on what you are looking for on this channel, you can just choose the format that you like the most. And I really want to play some other things on stream. So that way, if you don't want to see it on the channel, you just don't have to look at the streams. It will completely be fine. Maybe the streams after the next one? Maybe, I'll see. If I play another game on Wednesday, it will definitely be Doom 2016. And maybe then on next Saturday, we could do like a game and weapon tier list. I need to think about it. Like always, I'll do a community post to warn people about what's coming next. And yeah, but for now, this stream is over. We managed to do the whole tier list. I still can't believe it. There's so many monsters. It was so difficult to rank them all. And even if we have a few F tier, we don't have that many. And you can really see that I still like most of the monster I fought in my hunter career. And I think the monsters I really start to hate are from D tier. Like D, E, and F are monsters that I won't really enjoy fighting in general. But like S, A, B, C is really fine. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mattis. Yeah, I think I will stop the stream there. Thank you, everyone, and see you next time.